Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dieter Honstras. I am 66 years old and I live in Germany. There I run a private mobile fungi school. I teach how and where to find fungi to eat, and I teach how to distinguish between edible and poisonous fungi. In Germany the fungi season is open all year, starting from the 1st of January to the 31st of December of each year. And why I am doing this? After I separated from my last girlfriend, I decided to only focus on things in my life which I enjoy. And that's why I am here in Melbourne. I met Nigel Wood, the festival director from the Melbourne Trüffelfestival, on a World Congress for truffle cultivation in Spain last year, and he asked me to tell you something about truffles. On this map you can see Germany, a small country in the middle of Europe. Germany is about 50% larger than Victoria, but we have about 82 million people who live in 16 states. I come from the state called Niedersachsen, with the state capital of Hanover. About 120 years ago, the German researcher Dr. Rudolf Hesse published in his book Die Hypogeen Deutschlands where truffles were found in Germany. The small boxes on this map each represent a topographic map at a scale of 1 to 25,000. All in all 80 areas were known to him, where summer truffles and Burgundy truffles were collected. Exactly 100 years later, in 1993, the president of the German Society of Mycology, German Kriegelsteiner, published his book Verbreitungsatlas der Großpulze Deutschlands. Here we find only 20 areas specified. If one looks more closely, there are only 20 sites. How can that be? Have truffles disappeared over the time, or has the knowledge been lost on how to find them? Now let's have a look on how many sites of tuber aestivum the German Society for Mycology has found in Niedersachsen. This can be checked online, but I will demonstrate you this now. Here I can open the website from the internet, and it shows what is registered in Niedersachsen. Here I choose the genus tuber, and here the type tuber aestivum. On the map of Niedersachsen, this type has a total of 4 entries in the register. Another resolution shows me on a topographical map in which the minutes box the mushroom bodies is. So there are just 4 places Niedersachsen in total, nothing more. Based on this assessment that the fungus is very rare, it was placed under legal nature protection by the German government in 1986. Throughout Europe there is a Burgundy truffle. Only in German it should be almost extinct. Is that really what the mushroom experts claim? Mushrooms never grow at random locations. They are always part of a particular habitat. Anyone who is familiar with the rules and principles why and how mushrooms grow can easily find the fungi he is looking for. This is true all over the world. Now, how and where can you find truffles in a country where they are almost extinct? In this presentation, I want to explain what we have done in the period from March 2011 to December 2013 and how we found more locations of the Burgundy truffle in Germany. Several friends of mine who are also interested in mushrooms supported me in obtaining information. My research led me across various European countries. There I met with truffle hunters, visited truffle markets, saw wild truffle sites, spoke with truffle dealers, and examined truffle plantations. In addition, I had, of course, a special interest in the German truffle history. Here in brief form some of the German truffle history. Read and see for yourself. In addition to climatic requirements, the right soil conditions and tree partners are important parameters. The soil must contain some amount of limestone. Preferred partners are beech, oak, hornbeam and hazel. Let's have a look at how the symbiosis works. The truffle's way of life is symbiotic with trees. Truffles take on nutrients and give it to the tree. In return, they receive nutrients from the tree. The exchange of substances takes place in the fine roots, which connect the tree and the fungi. How and where can we find suitable habitats? We choose topographic maps in order to find the right forest areas. With geological maps, we can determine if the soil is generally suitable. Forest edges and forest paths are checked first. At the selected locations, the soil is tested with hydrochloric acid. If it foams, the soil contains limestone, so it is suitable. Now you just have to find the right trees. If there is limestone in the soil, combined with beech, hornbeam and hazel trees, then there are also truffles. On good sites there are 2 to 3 kilograms per year under one tree. Sometimes they grow as dense as potatoes. In the wild, that is, where you have to look carefully if you want to grow truffles. It's important for the farming of truffles to have a deep understanding of the truffle life cycle. On this chart you can see the truffles need about 9 to 12 months for the development from the embryo to the mature fruiting bodies. A farmer who takes the right measures and actions will have a high productivity. The traditional truffle countries are not very systematic here, but sleepy, especially the French. The Australians, however, show a good leading role. I like this very much. Bravo, and keep up the good work. And images like this tell me what the Australians doing better. Success can be controlled. Without control, there is no success. Thank you for your attention. Oh, by the way, I started to learn English 10 weeks ago. That was my first presentation in English. Thank you very much.